that change can be scary, but it can also be exciting.
If I learned anything from meeting a princess on a billboard, is that sometimes you just have to take a leap.
Good morning and welcome to the Apple Tree. I'm your host Wormy, and today I'm going to discuss Disenchanted, which is the sequel to 2007's Enchanted that came out from Disney, and it starred a young girl named Giselle who found her way from a cartoon world into the real world and had to go on her way trying to survive the city while learning about its very different type of atmosphere and the way people do things there. That movie ended with Giselle marrying somebody from the real world named Robert with his daughter Morgan, and Prince Edward returned home with a woman from the real world back to Andalasia. And that's where it was left off, but this movie takes place a significant time after that film, and Robert is now a lawyer. I believe he was a divorce lawyer in the last one, and it sounds like he still is. And they decided that the city just isn't right for them. It's not as romantic as Giselle had been hoping it would be. So they decide they're going to move into a little, kind of like a suburb, a nicer, more country-like area called Monroeville. And they're going to move there, and they purchase a fixer-upper, and they're going to live there.
Pretty soon, this whole place will feel like home, you'll see. It's all part of the adventure.
That's not an adventure, that's a landfill.
A land filled with adventure.
And it just starts off, Giselle thinks it's going to be really magical, and Prince Edward and his wife visit, and they give Giselle a magic wand that she can use to wish for whatever she would like.
Nancy Edward!
Robert! Congratulations!
Oh, it's what they call a fixer-upper.
Yes, once your peasants have dug out the moat and added a turret and a balcony from which you can sing. I see it now.
Okay.
But the trick with that wand is only an Andalasian can use that wand to make a wish. Now, of course, Giselle and Robert now have had another child, so they have a true Andalasian daughter, which Edward and his wife give the wand to. They don't give it to Giselle, they give it to the baby. And that's kind of just what sets up this film. And as the film goes on, Giselle finds that, and Morgan's a teenager, doesn't really like the school that she's going to. She wants to go back to New York City. That's where she thinks she belongs. So you have that on the side. And Giselle's trying to make her family as happy as possible while she seems that she's the only one that's really happy. So she gets the idea to take the wand that was given to her and just wish for a fairy tale life. And that's when everything goes crazy.
If this world is not to your liking, then you must change it.
I wish.
All the magic starts coming out of Andalasia and into the real world, making everyone into a cartoon character. Nobody's their normal personality, and Giselle is slowly turning into an evil stepmother. And when midnight chimes ring, it's permanent. So it's up to Morgan and Prince Edward and his wife and Robert to figure it out and stop Giselle before it's too late. And that's what this film's about. Now, the music in this film is nowhere compared to the first one. It's not as catchy. I didn't really like, some of the songs were good, but it didn't really have the same feel. But I mean, the music had the same feel, but just not the same catchiness, if that makes any sense. The story was okay. I did like the story. It was an interesting plot, especially for giving it a long time since the first one. It was a way to bring the characters back, and all the actors did a phenomenal job at bringing back their characters. You would think it's been about 15 years. I mean, they still got it. They all did a fantastic job. The acting was superb. There was not really any woke content that I saw in this film, which was great. Just focused on the story, which is what we want. So I will give this movie props for that. That was really nice to see. The CGI definitely got much better in this film than the last one, and the cartoon part looked really good. And overall, it was a great sequel. Now, were there a few things that I wish that were more included? Yes, I did feel that we could have got some more Prince Edward, and I know I'm a big fan of Prince Edward. I really liked him in the original Enchanted, and I know it's not all about him, but it kind of felt like he was left out. The bits that he had were hilarious. I mean, and he's the funny part. But there wasn't as much comedy in this one as there was in the first one. There was some good laughs, but Prince Edward could have been in it a little bit more, and I think I would have enjoyed it a little more. Like he at one point, he's the one that stays behind in Andalasia to protect them when his wife goes with Morgan back to the real world to try to save Giselle. So you have him kind of defending Andalasia. I would have liked to see some examples of what he was doing, but I know that they were trying to keep the runtime to not go too far over 2 hours. So I understand that, but yeah, I kind of wish that there was more of him. But overall, this was a great sequel. I highly recommend that you watch it if you liked the first one. And let me know in the comments what you thought about this film, if there was something you wanted in it that wasn't there, or if it just met your expectations.
I wished for a fairy tale life and it's all gone terribly wrong.
Or terribly right.
Thank you for watching our video today. If you liked it, please leave us a like so we can know that you appreciated the video and make more awesome content. And if you continue to like our content, please give us a subscribe so that you will get notified whenever we release a video. Thank you again for watching today, and we hope to see you around soon.